got Ben Kelly in with us today from Horwich Hypnotherapy. He's just done a little bit with me in my podcast, and it did, I don't know, there was a release. Anyway, so I've asked him, is there any chance he could hypnotise Betty to get her more productive? She's not been pulling her weight, so we thought if we get Ben to hypnotise her, maybe we could release some of that and she could get better.
Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah.
Ben.
So not hypnotising her to be more productive.
Excuse me, my brain's always on the go.
Or be more nicer, we don't know.
We chatted a little bit before
Yeah.
in my pre-interview with you,
Yeah.
and we were talking a little bit about sort of tools to shut our head up.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what we got to. So maybe that seems a little bit more appropriate
Yeah.
than in being the mean boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Productive in a better way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Productive, yeah, because there's different sorts of productivity, isn't there?
Yeah.
It would be like going to the gym. So you go and lift weights or run on a treadmill, that's productive.
Yeah.
But then does that mean that the next day when you sat not running or lifting weights, are you unproductive?
No.
No, you're otherly productive, aren't you?
Yeah.
So there's lots of productivities.
Yeah.
Rest can be productive.
Right.
Oof. Yeah.
Yes. I like that one.
Yeah, so
Favorite type of rest. Productive.
Yeah, she does that a lot.
she's being otherly productive at those times.
Yeah.
It's not it's
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it.
It's all just a language game, yeah?
Yeah.
But so many things are just a language game. So what were we doing before? We were trying, it was a pasta bake, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so
What went on before?
right. So this was when we were having a little chat just whilst I was waiting for your beautiful self to turn up.
Yeah.
And Betty was asking me about how people can get out of their own head, out of the chimp. We were talking about the chimp, weren't we?
Yeah.
So there's a book, The Chimp Paradox, it's
Yeah.
quite famous, and that's about the monkey mind going into the program, going into just the behavioural cycle that we get into. And some of those are useful, like the car. We want to know how to drive the car, or as we were talking about, tying the shoelaces.
Yeah.
I do know how, don't worry. Some of them are less productive. They're otherly productive, but they're less productive. How our brain can maybe critique us and start to tell us stories that we don't need, yeah? So what we were doing was I had Betty just trying to have a thought, and that thought was about pasta bake, yeah?
Okay.
Because she likes cooking a pasta bake, yeah? But then we started just describing, a bit like we were doing, how your feet felt on the floor, yeah? Okay. So how difficult was it to try and pay attention to that pasta bake story
Yeah.
whilst you were noticing your feet on the floor?
Can't do it. I'd literally get to the point of putting the pasta in the pan and then I'd think about my feet.
Yeah. And so you're thinking about your feet again now, aren't you? Yeah. Okay. So even as you notice your feet are on the floor right now, as you notice how you notice your feet, as you find that one specific point on that foot that you can really notice the most, and as you can just allow your focus to sit there for a second, then you can get a sense of the light coming from behind you, of the space around you. You can hear the noises, inside and out, expected and unexpected. They're all just allowing you to know that the world is safely still turning. So you can just take a moment and relax. And even as you relax, even as you start to notice your eyes, as you become aware of your eyelids, aware of just that slight feeling as if you're trying to read one more page or watch one more episode when really your eyes are just getting so heavy. And even as you just start to notice how you could notice that heaviness growing in your eyes, that desire just to let it take over, just to relax into it, almost to let go into sleep. And even as you can just start to feel that, almost start to notice how your eyes are slowly closing. And it's strange that, isn't it? Yeah. And whenever you're ready just to allow your eyes to close and just to allow yourself to start to go into this, what you're going to do is you're just going to notice everything around you. You're going to notice your eyes are getting very, very calm. And when you're ready, you just close your eyes. And you just allow that heaviness to start to fall through you. To drift as if it was being poured down over you. The most wonderful, heavy relaxing every muscle so you can just let go in this moment. So you can just let go into the most wonderful feeling. You can just start to connect to a memory. A memory of when you were so very capable, and you were full of confidence, full of being you. When you could look at yourself and be so proud. Maybe it was something at work or in your private life. But you can just start to remember in that moment with that memory how very capable you are, how you'll get through everything and anything. And even as you just start to see yourself as that person right now, as you remember yourself in that way now, you can just start to notice how you feel it. Energy just slowly floating up through you. A wonderful sense of accomplishment, or a deep, deep calm within you. And as you connect to that calm, still center within you now, with all of that confidence, remembering everything that you can and have achieved, and even as you start to look around in your mind, you notice how easy everything feels, how very manageable things feel. Everything feels very small, very simple. You get a sense in this moment that you really could just do anything. Even as you can start to sit and feel yourself growing. Bigger, more powerful. 10 feet tall, 20 feet tall, even 100 feet tall. Feel like you've got a vision that goes for 100 miles. You've got the strength and the energy to truly do anything. And you feel all of that confidence. And you feel that deep, deep calmness just spreading and growing and spreading. And I don't know if you'll feel the confidence and then the calmness, or the calmness and then the confidence. But as you can, really notice that growing and spreading inside throughout. As you feel that energy. As you start to look forward and know how you're going to use that energy, the smallest steps that you're going to start to take with all of this confidence, all of this calmness. You're just going to get a sense in your mind of the very, very smallest step that you're going to take towards that wonderful outcome. You start to notice how you feel when you do it, how easy it is, how energized you are. You start to get excited about doing it, about the life it's leading to. And just in this moment, you can see yourself differently. Just in this moment, everything makes sense. And then you can just notice that your feet are on the floor. You can just notice the room around you. You can hear the sounds and you can feel that wonderful calm center. You know that's going to stay with you over the days and the weeks ahead. Feeling calm and settled in your very own time. You can just allow your awareness to return to the room.
Man, that was crazy. I don't think I've ever had so much silence in my brain for so long.
We like that, don't we?
That was actually mental. I'm not even joking. I've never sat and even like I could be listening or watching something, but if something enters my mind, I'll end up going on a bit of a tangent and I'll zone out from what's happening and I'll think about this detrimental thing. And I didn't once not stop listening to your voice or listening to the words you were saying and feeling, and my eyes stayed shut. Like my brain at one point, even though I was in it, it would tell me, just open your eyes. But there was something in me that just didn't allow me. But usually I do what my brain says and I'm like, oh, fuck it. Oh, sorry. I'd do it and then I'd end up like, oh, I've done what it said, I've done this, I've done that. But as soon as like I had a slight voice say to, go on, just forget it, open your eyes, I didn't even feel the urge to entertain it. Like I was literally just so in that zone, which I did not think was possible. Like my brain is absolutely mental, doesn't stop, doesn't thingy, and I just had a few minutes of complete calmness. That was absolutely amazing.
We like this.
I love that. Thank you so much.
Okay. Maybe we'll just sort of cover some other things
Okay,
after
yeah.
this. We'll give them that. They've had enough. Yeah, I've got a few other things that you can take away.
Oh, I think it was a very amazing thing, and I think it's something everyone should ever go at.
Glad you did it.
Yeah, very glad. Thank you.
Is she more productive?
Oh, we'll find out.
Let's find out if she's more
No,
productive.
if the doorbell rings, then she's going to be a chicken.
Well,
Thank you so much, Ben. Honestly, we really
Yeah,
appreciate it.
it's
Honestly, it's been a pleasure, and I'm
Yeah.
very, very grateful, mate.
Oh, it's been
100%. I'm gonna like book in some sessions with you, mate. It's
Come talk to me.
yeah,
Absolutely.
exciting.
Yeah.
Brill.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Ben Kelly, everybody.
Yeah.
Horwich Hypnotherapy.
Follow him.
Horwich Hypnotherapy on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.